Welcome back. Just got back from Cochrane, Ontario with the backcountry. Did a 5-day snowmobile trip there. We just got back January 30th. It's February 2nd or something like that today. I took Thursday off work because we got a cold snap coming in this weekend that's not ideal for working in. So it drops off later this afternoon to minus 27, in and around there anyway. So we're trying to get in. As you can see, it's all fresh powder. No one's been in. I still have to cut my way in. Got my first stuck already. So we'll get out of that. I got the Pelican on behind. So the goal for today is to get in and then pack trail with the tires at some point, probably at the end of the day, last trip in and out. But I want to take the Pelican over to the trapper's cabin and get all the tools that are over there, and wheelbarrow and toolbox and all sorts of stuff. Not doing any projects over there this year, so I want to get all that stuff over to the new build site. Yeah, Cochrane trip was good. We did about 840k. Got to see Abitibi Canyons again. Witnessed them flooding the ice bridge across the Abitibi River, and went to a fire lookout. Got to see the polar bear exhibit and the snowmobile museum, which is always pretty neat. And yeah, we're back at it now. So I'll get this unstuck and we'll see how bad obviously they haven't started logging and no one goes in this way. So whatever's happened since the last time I was up is all still sitting here. So it's like -8 today and you can hear the wind and see the leaves rustling. So I ditched the Pelican back there at a clearing because I don't need it to go in this trip, and it's pretty deep. I don't have a trail base or nothing. We'll jump off the running board here and see what we got. Well, there's my kneecap right there. Anyway, this is exactly where I made it last time with all that freezing rain. So I gotta cut it all the way in. Hopefully it's just along this logging trail, not the full 4 kilometers in. I think when we get into the old growth hardwood, it should be fine. I'll fire up the little 6-inch and get at this. So I wish I wore my actual snow pants or snowmobile boots so I could tie my pants to my boots. I can't really do anything walking through knee-deep snow. My pant legs come up and then can't get anywhere. We got a bit of a clear section here. It's pretty deep. Takes a lot of body English to drive the Scandic with all this payload back here up high. A lot of leaning. That looks lovely through there. All right, we're gonna be here for a little bit. Next bit of gear is to make a little holster for the 6-inch. It's just sitting in there. It's not bad going this slow, but I keep it at the ready because I have to use it so often. Nasty. All right, we'll get this cut out. It sucks because the tips are still frozen and I sort of have to stomp around and give myself a platform to work off of, or else I just sink in my boots full of snow because my pant legs are popping up. Well, at this rate, it's going to take me a couple hours to go 4 kilometers. So we're at one of our next hurdles. So I brought the shovel here in its new holder. Oh, jeez. So that's just one quick strap right here. The shovel's out. So that's handy now. But we got a water crossing here. So this dip, I don't want to get a wet boot, but I'm almost at the bottom, and it is like belly button height, because these videos don't do it justice how deep some slopes are. So I'm gonna shovel all that in before I cross, and then on my trips today, I'll pack it in tight. So the plan is this Friday, Saturday, and a bit of Sunday is gonna be this cold snap, and I'm gonna come back up Sunday, hauling material for the first time this year, which is ridiculous. What's that, like February 5th or something like that? And then we're gonna try to book a week of vacation and spend a whole week hauling everything in, and I'll get the trail groomer up here. Out of breath now. So I'll be able to go across that 6 times today at least, and last one will be across with the tires, and then we'll have a couple days and close to minus 30 lows for 2 nights, and the snow will be able to set up, and then I'll be able to haul in some lighter stuff on Sunday, and then we get up to plus 6 next week and calling for rain, which sucks, but we'll do what we can. We're making progress, but all this little new growth is just loaded with snow. I'm hoping just to poke through and knock it off, and it springs back, and we can deal with it another day once the trail sets up and I can stand on the trail, because walking through knee-deep or deeper snow, burning all my energy. Whew. Can you see a trail? I can't. Oh man, this day is kicking my butt. From here, maybe 2.5 kilometers left. We've been at it an hour and 20 minutes to get 4 kilometers. And we have 2.5 left. Starting to feel defeated. We'll get in there though today and try to get a couple trips in and out. Whether we get down to the trapper's cabin will be based on energy level. So we got a bit of open trail for a little bit here. We're at the 2-hour mark now, and I've only done 40 yards. This was brutal in here. These beech trees and the striped maple lean over. There's probably 100 little, whatever, 1 and 2 inch stuff all froze here. But we're pushing forward. Well, we made it into the new build site. It's taking me 3 hours to go 4 kilometers. So I'm gonna have lunch here, get rehydrated. I'm gonna ditch unnecessary weight, run back out and get the Pelican. So from here it's 4K back out, 5 over to the other, or 1 more, 9 kilometers to get to the trapper's cabin from here, and 4 of that'll be fresh trail again with the Pelican, and then load it up and make it all the way back into here, and then grab the tire groomer and run out and back with it, and then get back to the truck. It's pretty deep in here. I mean, that's all wind blowing in there, but that's 4 feet high, that green tub. And well, those are 4 feet high, the IBC totes. There's definitely deep spots. Some spots I stepped and went right to my chest. Most of the time it's been around the knees. But it's been brutal getting in here. So hopefully I can get these 6 trips in and out on this path to get the snow to set up over these next 2 cold days. And then I'm gonna bring some light loads in on Sunday and do a bunch of shoveling on the tricky spots and try to set it up for, looks like it'll be after Family Day week there. I'm gonna take that week off and try to get everything in, which is a task. Anyway, we'll keep pushing on. Well, we made it over to the trapper's cabin. It's a little windy up here, so bear with me. Took about half an hour. It was actually quite fun once I got into the trail for the trapper's cabin, but right at the beginning, one of the beaver ponds was all slushed over. So you went across it all right with some momentum, obviously. So I'll have to make a fresh track beside where I went, but I'm gonna have a load on, so a little worried about that. This is all heavy slush in here. So just gonna load up what I can in one load, keeping the weight in mind. Just get it set up here, going down the hill. See if I can get back over to the new build site, the Hilltop Hollow, in half an hour with the weight on. I doubt it. I imagine I'll have some stucks. But I do have the come along winch, so when I go across that wet spot, the slushy spot, I'll just stay tight to big trees in case I got a winch out. But we'll get this loaded up. I've been here a little bit, but we're all loaded up. Everything's locked back up. So we got pails and wash basins, chairs, tables. That Trail Effects toolbox is right full of tools and stuff from in the cabin, some end tables, the ladder, all sorts of like yard rakes, or yeah, foldable rakes in there, and some shears and ice scrapers and stuff like that. So we got everything that will be useful over at the other site for this year in the build, and a ladder obviously there. But we got what are we, 2:30 right now. So hopefully we can get back over there incident free. And yeah, and then depending on time, I might just drag the tires out and just leave them out at the end of the trail instead of going out and back and then out again, just to save time, depending on how we're doing. But I'm ready to throw the helmet on, gloves, and make it out of here and get across. There's 3 or 4 little stream crossings and a big slush patch. I put most of the heavy weight to the back of the tub to try to keep the front up, but we'll see how it goes. Hopefully I don't get stuck with this. So we made it across that meadow out there. A bit of swamp or slush came up through there, and then there's a double stream here. I don't think I'm gonna have an issue with these, but it's that next meadow. So I went in on the right there, but I came back out in the middle, which was risky, but it was straight instead of trying to make turns in that slush. But so I made it through. It was wide open the whole time, but now we've added a bunch of slush weight, so hopefully we can make it the other next 5K with the additional weight without issue. Well, we made it into Hilltop Hollow. Just looking for a spot to, figures as much. That little tote that I put on its side, it's under snow, tarp and all that. Not much, nothing here can really get wrecked from the weather. I'll just try to get the chairs under something, but had to unhook twice, spun out, went off trail a little bit, so unhooked, managed to get the snowmobile out without too much effort, and then backed up, hooked up to the tub, and it managed to go again, so that was good. Had to do that twice, and then I think I've had the rowdiest ride up that one hill that gave me all those issues last year. It's pretty heavy there now, all the snow dust and track spinning. The Scandic doesn't have a very long snow flap. It's good for backing up, but anyway, we're gonna unload all this, and the tote's staying here, the Pelican tub's staying here. Next time I'm bringing in the carry-on toboggans with the load, and then I'll use the tub to run back out and get the small stuff, so it'll already be up here. But yeah, we're gonna get this unloaded and then pack up the 2-drawer system again and get out of here. So thanks again for watching Against the Grain Living. I'll see you here 4 days, I guess, 3 days, and then I got a week coming up here of trying to get all the 1-inch boards and the shower in. We'll see. This midweek this week, we got some very warm weather and rain again, which is not ideal. Anyway, take care. Well, we made it 4 kilometers out with the tires. We got stuck 5 times. We broke the chain that holds it, so I had to bust out my strap. And I'm out of water, Gatorade. I'm exhausted. I'm just gonna unhook these here and leave them. And it's like 4:45 now, which is later than I wanted to be today. But we got snow squalls. I don't know how well the camera's picking it up. I don't know how much is supposed to fall. But this trail should set up now with the cold coming in. I'll probably drag these tires back in before I start hauling on Sunday, just to make sure there's no more trees down and I can repack whatever falls today. But I'm just gonna get my strap off there, and that wraps up today. So this is the actual end. We'll see you next time.